What's up guys, everything's Samsung Pro here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Galaxy S10 Plus. This phone came out in March 2019, and it's still a pretty good phone today, but we're going to be looking at it more in depth. Alright, so as for the design of the phone, it's kind of more squared off than the other S10s to me. It looks that way. On the bottom here, you have the headphone jack, USB-C port, and the speaker. This side you have the power button, which is really high up on the phone. This side you have the Bixby button right here and the volume buttons, and on the back you have the Samsung logo and then the three cameras. I believe this is the wide, regular, and zoom, and then you have a heart rate sensor and flash right there, and the top is where you put like a SIM card and SD card and stuff.
Alright, so the display is 6.4 inches. It's a nice big phone, and it goes up to 1440p, as you can see right there. Alright, so onto the cameras, starting with the back. So this one is the 12 megapixel regular camera. This is the 16 megapixel ultra wide camera, and this is the 12 megapixel zoom camera, as well as the flash and the heart rate sensor. The front of the camera, so there's only one real camera. So this is the 10 megapixel front facing camera, and this one isn't a real camera, it's a depth sensor. So as you can see, there is a mode to make it wider to get more people in like a selfie if you take one. So I'll cover this up, it doesn't change anything, and I go to that and it still doesn't change anything. So it's really just a depth sensor for AR emojis and things like that.
Alright, so as for the specs of this phone, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 with 8GB of RAM on the higher end model, and there is actually a lower end one which has 6GB of RAM. And for storage, you can have either 128GB is the base model, or 512 is the more expanded version. And the battery is 4,100 milliamp hours, which is pretty good still. It'll definitely last you through the day. And as for software on this phone, currently this is on Android 11 One UI 3.1. So I know a lot of people, including myself, do not like this update. So if you want to try and avoid it, this is no longer a phone that you can do that on. You'd have to go and try and find one with One UI 2.5 on it. But which is the Note 9 and S9 lineup, basically still has that. But it's on One UI 3. I don't think it's... So, if you want to try and avoid One UI 3, you either have to get this phone on One UI 3.0 and you can downgrade it back to 2.5, or you can just get it on 2.5, but you'll have to find one of those phones, which is kind of hard to do. So, anyway, that's about it for this video. See ya.